Some gifts are dangerous, not because of what they are, but because of what they represent. Amma stared at the key in her hand. It wasn't just a piece of metal. It was a symbol of a life she had always wanted, a life that seemed closer than ever before. And the more she looked at it, the further away Kofi seemed. Amma quickly placed the key back into the envelope. Her heart was racing. She looked around her room even though nobody was there. For some reason, she felt guilty. She opened a drawer beside her bed and carefully hid the envelope beneath her clothes. Then she closed the drawer. But the guilt remained. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't stop thinking about Kofi. She knew he trusted her completely, and that made everything worse. The next morning, Kofi woke up excited. He had spent weeks saving money. It wasn't much, but he wanted to do something special for Amma. He wanted to remind her how much she meant to him. Later that day, he visited a small shop and bought a beautiful notebook. Inside, he wrote, "One day we will look back at these difficult times and smile. Thank you for believing in me. I love you." Kofi smiled as he closed the notebook. He couldn't wait to give it to her. Meanwhile, Amma's phone buzzed. Another message from Kwame. "I hope you got home safely." She stared at the screen. For a moment, she considered ignoring it. Instead, she replied, "Yes, thank you." A few seconds later, another message appeared. "I enjoyed spending time with you." Amma's heart skipped. She didn't know why, but she smiled. Then she quickly erased the smile when she realized what she was doing. Kofi's mother noticed changes in her son. He seemed hopeful. Too hopeful. She had lived long enough to recognize danger before it arrived. That evening, she sat beside Kofi. "Have you spoken to Amma lately?" "Of course." "And everything is fine?" "Why wouldn't it be?" His mother hesitated. "I don't know. I just have a feeling." Kofi laughed softly. "You're worrying too much." But deep down, he remembered the unanswered calls. Later that week, Kofi finally met Amma. He handed her the notebook. Amma opened it. As she read the message inside, her eyes filled with emotion. Kofi had always been genuine, always sincere, always willing to sacrifice. For a moment, she hated herself because she knew she wasn't being honest with him. Yet she smiled and thanked him, pretending everything was normal. As they sat together, Amma's phone vibrated. She quickly reached for it, too quickly. Kofi noticed. The screen lit up for a split second, just long enough for him to see a name. "Kwame!" Amma immediately locked the phone, but it was too late. Kofi had seen it. His smile disappeared, only for a moment, but Amma noticed. For several seconds, neither of them spoke. Amma could feel her heartbeat getting faster. Kofi tried to act normal. He tried to smile, but something had changed. The name remained in his mind. Kwame. He had never heard that name before. If Kwame was just a friend, why had Amma reacted so quickly? Why did she grab the phone immediately? Why did she suddenly seem nervous? Kofi pushed the thoughts aside. He wanted to trust her. He needed to trust her. Yet doubt had already entered the room. "Who's Kwame?" The question came unexpectedly. Amma froze. Her mind raced. She knew the truth, but fear arrived before honesty. "Just someone I met." Kofi nodded slowly. "Someone you met where?" Amma looked away. "At school." The lie came easily, too easily, and that frightened her. That night, Kofi sat alone. The name kept repeating in his head. Kwame. He wanted to believe Amma. He truly did. But something felt wrong. The unanswered calls, the distance, the secrets. For the first time, trust began to crack. Kofi opened his phone and scrolled through old photos, pictures of happier days, pictures taken before the scholarship was lost, before life became complicated. Looking at those memories only made his questions grow stronger. He remembered every sacrifice he had made, every opportunity he had given up, every promise he had believed. And for the first time, he wondered if Amma still saw the future the same way he did. Across town, Amma opened her drawer. The envelope was still there. So was the key. She picked it up again. Suddenly her phone vibrated. A new message from Kwame. This time it contained a photograph. Amma opened it. Her eyes widened. It was the apartment, but something was different. Sitting on the kitchen counter was a document, and on the document was her name. Amma couldn't believe what she was seeing. Her hands began to shake. Somewhere across town, Kofi was lying awake, thinking about one name, Kwame, completely unaware that the truth was now much closer than he imagined.